And welcome to the show. What does truth mean to you? If you have bought a house, think to that exciting time when you were getting ready to close. You were sitting there in the title office and in walks a massive pile of paper for you to sign. Did the person sitting across the table from you explain it honestly or say, just trust me and go ahead and sign it? Hopefully you had the honest person working with you. Vicki White is a VP with TitleOne offices throughout Idaho. Vicki, thank you so much for being with us. First of all, you've just opened up an office in Idaho Falls. Tell us about your statewide approach and what you're doing.
Yes, Dale, we are so excited. We purchased Idaho Title and Trust just late this last fall. We're having so much fun in that market. It's been a great opportunity for us. We're looking forward to it. And between that and the Ada, Canyon, Boise counties, we're serving quite a bit of the state right now.
Absolutely. So our focus today is on telling the truth. How do you go about training staff so that as business owners watch this, so they can take some ideas on what they can do in their business, following your lead? Well,
you, of course, are foremost at the front of what fraud and forgery is like in today's housing crisis. And one of the areas that we really focus on is that. It has been, with this housing crisis, quite a challenge in the last 4 or 5 years. So what we do to train our staff for stuff like that is we turn around and provide them weekly bulletins, monthly bulletins, quarterly trainings, so that we have the eyes and the ears out there of what's happening around us. You know, interestingly enough, I checked some statistics before coming here today, and Idaho is a little buffered from the risk of fraud and forgery. However, of the 4 top states in the nation that are at the highest risk for fraud and forgery, 3 of those states sit right here in the West: California, Arizona, and Nevada. And we, of course, have many people moving from those areas today, quite a bit. So it's important for us to be the eyes and ears out there of what's going on.
So on the training front, what I hear you saying is consistency.
Absolutely.
And a constant approach. And so it's not only monthly, but it's weekly in some cases.
Weekly, absolutely. Everything is changing in the housing market.
All right. So I vividly remember walking in. It was actually TitleOne when we bought our house, and sitting there, and that pile of paperwork came in. And how do you train your folks to go through that with this idea of being truthful? Because there's a lot in there.
Oh, there is. Well, let me ask you, how did you feel when you walked into that room?
You know, I specifically, it was exciting. It was a first home, and also a bit daunting when I saw all this paperwork that we had to go through. However, I do specifically remember the person going through it page by page or section by section with a clear explanation of what everything was all about.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I think that's key. That's the first piece of it, is putting somebody in that closing room that is experienced to take you through that process, to be able to understand exactly what you're signing, not make you feel pressured, make you aware of what you're signing so that you fully understand when you leave. You know, bottom line is this: we want the consumer or the customer that comes in to do a closing at TitleOne to have a very positive experience. It should be positive when you're buying the American dream, when you're selling a house, when you're refinancing a house. Bottom line, it's got to be positive. And that's the scary situation.
And it starts with truth.
It certainly does.
All right, Vicki White, TitleOne, thank you so much for being with us today. All the best to you.